Jesus, yes, I love you. You give me the grace to keep faithful. I was born into a loving Christian family, and my parents are sincere believers, and so I always knew God, and I believed in Him to the capacity that I was able. But when I was 11 years old, something dramatic happened in my life, and I became extremely sick. And months and months passed, and many doctor's appointments, and many tests, and a lot of pain, and a lot more days off school than at school. Finally ended up on the operating table, emergency operating table, and they removed a part of my bowel, and they removed a grapefruit-sized abscess as well. And if that abscess was so developed that if it would have gone on for much longer undetected, it may well have been fatal. You give me the grace to keep faithful, and all that I am is because you have loved me, and everything good in me, it's all been you, God. Keep me from trusting or wanting or building on anything else but you. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. It's a bowel disease, and basically after 2 months in hospital, I was sent home with a few bottles of drugs and a life sentence of sickness and dependency on anti-inflammatory steroids. So you might be thinking this is going in the direction of one of those amazing healing testimonies where God just does a miracle and heals me, but unfortunately it's not. And there were many times when I thought God had completely healed me, and I'd get a few years of relief, but then I'd fall ill again. I went through a lot of frustration. I went through a lot of not understanding, of disappointment. But God did something good. Amazingly, He did something good in my life, and He used it for good. At the age of 11, I stared into in the face of my own mortality, and I felt so weak, so frail, and in that, when I was getting better in hospital, I couldn't even wash myself. I couldn't really move, and I felt helpless, and I came to the realization that I wasn't the one holding myself up. There was a hand so much greater and so much stronger that was keeping me. You are the vine, and I'm but a branch, yielding its fruit when the master commands. You are the rock, a firm place to stand. Despite all the wind, I'll be safe in your hand, and I trust you, Jesus. And even though what was happening to me, seemed unfair and definitely not good, I could not deny the goodness and the love of God, who made Himself so real to me in that place. From then on, I couldn't deny God. I spent my so-called rebellious teenage years in all-night prayer meetings at youth group, with other young people. I would run prayer meetings at my local public high school where I went, and I just had a desire and a hunger for the things of God. And I share that not to boast in myself, but to testify the miracle that God did in my life. And now the last 5 years have probably been the hardest, made easier, of course, by falling in love with Jess, and we've been married 4 years now. I know we look young. But my testimony is this, that God met me in my utter weakness, and He won my heart. And I can look upon, the tragedy that's happened in my life, and instead of being bitter, I can praise God for it. I can honestly praise God for it, because I met Him there. And when you meet God for real, When you meet God for real, when you know His nearness and you know His presence in your life, then nothing is too great to give up. Nothing, it's all worth it when you know God, because nothing compares.
You are the truth. You are the only. You